Right.
as far as battles being online. Shout out to John the Don. Shout out to DNA. They
Salute.
got a situation coming up this weekend, April the 4th, where they doing a 1 round IG battle. The Brotherhood is sponsoring this battle. You can pay $10 cash app to see the 1 rounder on Instagram. What's your immediate thoughts, K Doze, on this with John and DNA? Because we done seen video battles before for years, but we haven't
Right.
really seen a top tier artist do this before. What's
Right.
your impression of this? And is it a good thing, or do you think niggas is rushing, a situation just to get some bars out? Like, what's your impression of this whole situation?
My impression of it is, I think I actually commend them for doing something like this, and it goes twofold for me. I commend them for doing something because they're trying to keep people engaged in the culture,
Okay.
keep people engaged into battle rap, seeing a fresh battle, so to speak. And I think it's a good way for them to make some bread too. Why not? If you have some kind of talent and you're not going to be battling for, it looks like, for a couple months, I'm not sure what they bread situation is like. So if they're finding a way to make bread and they're actually going to deliver a good battle, because to me that's where the other part of it is, Seven. Like, for me, it's like, okay, that's dope. I don't mind paying you $10 to watch it, but what am I going to be getting? Am I going to be getting some bullshit? Like, are y'all going to be playing around, laughing? Is it going to be, you know what I mean? How is it going to be? Because what if we get an online battle that's actually fire? Like right now, let's say they did it like this, and they had a back and forth going on, and it was actually fire. I
That's a
think
fact.
that could be entertaining. But if
Well,
it's not, and they playing, I don't want to watch that shit.
there was an interview that they both did with Uncle Rod on 15 Minutes of Fame, and that's one of the things that John had highlighted, is that they definitely knew if they was going to do this, they had to
Uh
take
huh.
it serious, like it was a real battle.
Right.
So going in, as far as preparation and all that, they are giving the fans the impression that we are going to hear, some superstar type material.
Hmm.
But we also know that video battles, there's a part of battle rap that element kind of gets taken away.
Right.
The performance. It's
Hmm.
hard to do that in a video battle. You can get your bars off, but how are you going to be able to perform in a video battle? That's one of my concerns. And
Hmm.
also a long-term concern that I have, and I'm glad, I'm just like you. I'm glad that they found a way to do something for the battle
Right.
community to get this shit going. But long-term wise, K Doze, like, what do you
Hmm.
think the effect would be on the culture of battle rap if they were to pull this off? Like, is this something,
Mm.
if they were able to really pull this off and it's lit, like, could you see other, people getting involved in this even after the quarantine is over? Because that's the important part. Like, I understand we're doing this now because everybody's stuck indoors, but once the
Right.
quarantine is over, could this have a long-term effect or impact on the culture if they successfully pull this off?
Um, I would say it's a yes and no situation, and the reason why I say yes is because I can see, like, certain. I can see a league, not maybe one of the bigger leagues like URL or RBE or King of the Dot doing that. I don't really see that happening, but I can see more of like a smaller kind of league trying to do that.
But
Like,
but
I
but
could
but
see a smaller league
right.
trying to pull that off.
But check this out.
Uh
If
huh.
if they really work it right, and if financially they work it right, you're going to see more mid tier and top tier people doing this because it's more money for them.
Mm. I don't know, man. And I guess this is the fan out of me coming out now. I don't really want to see that consistently, bro.
Okay.
I want to see the up close and personal. I want to see. I like the theatrics. I like the fans being involved. I like to hear when everybody go crazy for a bar. I like that atmosphere.
So long term, depending on the platform, this could
Uh,
have a negative effect. That's what you're saying.
for me as an individual, yes. For the whole culture, I can see how it could be more lucrative. I could definitely see that, and easier. I could see how it could be a lot more easier for battle rappers and leagues to do this. But what will the typical fan really be down for that shit at the end of the day?
It's got to be situational, those. These battles, if we're going to see guys doing this after the quarantine is over, it's got to be
Yeah.
like rematches. It's got to be battles that we just know we're not going to be able to get for whatever reason on the main stage. Like it could be
Damn.
something like that. But
I just
other
thought
than
of
that,
something, Seven.
I don't want to see no events. I don't want to see URL or RBE or King of Dot do online events moving forward. I don't really want to see.
It'll definitely prevent no shows. There's no excuse now.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
That you won't see any more no shows. Now it's like, nigga, you got an internet connection. All right, then you can battle.
With John and DNA specific going down this weekend, $10 cash app is that one round battle enough for the consumer's money? Do you think that the people need more if they're going to kick out $10 is really nothing, but do you think that they should have more battles on this card, or is that enough?
I think $10 is okay for now. I think if they were to do this again for the same price, at least two.
Okay.
At the least two. You know what I mean? Because well, from what DNA said the other day, he said that I think the rounds are going to be about 4 minutes long.
Well, they don't have a time limit. That's what they talked about.
There's no time limit?
There's no
Okay.
time limit
Okay.
right now. Well, they haven't set one as of yet. So I don't know if they're going to set one or if they just going to rock out. But they said as of now, in the 15 Minutes of Fame interview, they did not have one set up.
And also, when it comes to that, there's a lot of things that they have to depend upon in order for it to really go well, right? Cell phone service has to be on point. If they're using Wi-Fi, that has to be on point. It's a lot of things that they have to rely on, bro.
Bro, so IG has the worst. It seems like every time I go live servers, and you try to connect with someone live, it's so much buffering. Like that is a
trash.
Big. I don't know if they considered that, and that's,
who wants to hear this?
That's caffeine all over.
The llama in the Brahma, in the llama.
Yo,
rains on the pavement.
That's caffeine 2.5, yo. That's gonna be the name of the event.
I don't care if it's only $10, bro. I could have used that to go get me a burger, fries, and a drink.
Yeah, we stuck in the doors right now. We need that
on
more
delivery. Toilet paper, homie.
That's delivery fees right there, man. That's breakfast right there. But no, that's real important that it's gonna be able to stream well, because that's out of the rapper's hands. You know what I'm saying? That's just the Instagram platform. The streaming sucks, especially when you're trying to connect. So I don't know how that's going to play out. Who will win this? Who will win this one round battle at the end of the day between John and DNA? We've seen them in a 2-on-2 aspect, but we never seen them battle 1-on-1 before. With this being an online video battle, who do you think really got the edge in this for one round?
John goes first. DNA is going to win.
And why?
Because DNA can rebuttal. At least the first minute could be a whole rebuttal, and then he'll have some dope shit to go. If John goes second, and it depends on where John trying to go with it. If it's just gonna be rapping, back and forth rapping, I honestly think DNA may have a strength as far as just rapping.
What?
They have a higher strength with rapping.
Bro. Well, wait a minute. Here we go. I knew we were going to get to a point where someone was going to need to be drug tested.
Yeah.
So are we saying right now here on Crosswords that DNA lyrically is better than John the Don?
No. Just like not him. It's John the Don is a better battle rapper to me than DNA overall.
What? Okay, I'm gonna let you rock. Okay.
Yeah, John is a better overall battle rapper. DNA already said that he's not gonna go personal. They're not going personal. It's just gonna be rapping. And in these type of settings, reminds me of like DNA being in the BET Awards when he won that. This is similar to me. DNA is really good at off the cuff, making some shit relatable. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hear a Corona bar from him somewhere, and he probably gonna make it fire, So now if we're getting a classic John where he's kind of doing a little bit of breaking down and an angle with his lyricism, then John can win. But for this particular thing, the way this is, I'm leaning towards DNA.
I think DNA will put on a great performance versus John John this
Hmm.
weekend in the video battle. John John, to me, when the stakes are high, he always show up.
That's true.
He
That's true.
always show up. Now, he may not have had the situations like DNA has got, but for what
Hmm.
he has received, he's always shown up. And I also feel like John John, a lot of times he fights with the crowd in his battles. He's not going
Mm.
to have that problem this go round because it's just him and DNA. So that takes that element out. This is going to be a real good battle back and forth.
It
You going
is.
with DNA because you know DNA is diverse. I feel you on that. But I
Yeah.
think by John John is just a better lyricist than DNA. And I think that's what's really going to get him over the hump in this type of battle. I'm going with John John over DNA.
Okay. And you know what? This is a perfect set. It's a perfect setting, bro, to show lyricism. You know what I mean?
You don't have no,
So
that's what I'm saying, because you really
yeah,
don't have
that's
no
true.
choice.
That's true.
You really can't do but so much, you know?
It's gonna be a goodie. I kind of wish this was a regular battle because I like this battle. Like just to see that battle on the marquee would be fire, bro.
DNA is creative though, yo. You don't know
Yeah,
what
man, he
DNA,
is.
you don't know what he can bring to this. Like, oh man, I don't know. This is tough. I'm riding with John John. I'm riding with John John, but
I'm going. This is the first time I ever picked DNA for a battle. To
wow.
win, I never picked DNA to win a battle ever.
I, I gotta talk to the bosses. That's
I've never
ridiculous.
picked DNA to win a battle, bro.
What are the problem we have with DNA?
It's not really a problem. It's more or less. I doubt him a lot. Like honestly, his style to me is just not. It don't do it for me. I respect what he does though. I think he's a good rapper. Like you put him on a beat, he sound fire. You put him in any setting, he can rap his ass off. But to me, like it don't do it for me all the time. But there's been time like I thought Ill Will was gonna destroy DNA. I
He
felt DNA was gonna get beat by Ill Will, and that man came out there, and
got crazy on Ill Will. He got
I was like,
crazy on Ill Will.
oh, so I can't pick against him.
All right.
I can't.
Well, salute to the Brotherhood. Shout out to John John and DNA
Salute.
Man's going down the 4th of April this weekend on IG. We're gonna see how this play out. But I'm really excited short term, but
Hmm.
long term, I'm concerned a little bit on if they're able to pull this off. Right, what type of impact is this going to have once the quarantine is over?
Yeah,
Are more people going to want to do this, and is it really going to take away from battles that we all should be seeing on the main stage?
facts. I ain't trying to see that happen though.